What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along. The Club World Cup final, people. Chelsea against PSG, and I just realized I'm wearing PSG colours. Usually I would apologize for being late, but today I will not be apologizing. I've just recorded a quick video, and that video is going live right now, this second, actually. We finally got the bomber, the real bomber for Gyökeres, people. Ornstein dropped it. Fabrizio followed it. The video is out now. I just thought, you know what? Before I go live, I got to record a quick video because that is huge news. So I'm late. This game kicks off in 35, 40 seconds. So I'm all over the place, but sometimes things have to wait. And this is a genuine bomber, by the way. David Ornstein reporting that Arsenal are on the verge of completing the deal. They've changed their mind. Just for those of you who haven't heard it and read it, I have just dropped a video now. But Ornstein saying that basically Arsenal have agreed to pay the asking price of 70 million plus 10 million in add-ons after a week of negotiations. So fantastic news. That video is up if you want to watch that. Cool. I will focus on this game because, you know, it would be disrespectful of me to just talk about Arsenal the whole game. This is a big game of football. But fantastic. It's funny because I've been saying the whole window, Ornstein's getting dumped on by Fabrizio. Fabrizio keeps getting the news first. This time, Ornstein came back and said, listen, we're there. You're right, Ish. It's still not here we go. I can't lie. Like, saying the deal's expected to be completed, that's still not enough for me. I need Fabrizio to be going, 70 million euros, here we go. I need to be hearing all that, people. I don't, nearly done, expected to be done. That's not always enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I need a little bit more than that. So anyway, we will see. But big up to everyone locked in. Hope you are well. And looking forward to this game tonight, which I think the kickoff's been delayed by 5 minutes. Massive fireworks and everything before the game. The game should have been kicking off now. They're still playing adverts. I heard the guy just say it's expected to be delayed by 5 minutes. Big up to everyone who tuned in for the show I did with Ben Jacobs last night. I have to admit, man, and listen, Ben won't mind me saying this. I appreciate him giving up his time. It can be frustrating, doing shows sometimes because he's saying things that are annoying me. They're not his fault, but it's the details of the transfer and it's all cat and mouse. And you think, well, other teams don't act like that. He's just tweeted, Arsenal are expected to pay an initial fee of 63.5 million with a further 10 million in add-ons. Sporting no longer have to pay a 10% agent commission, which was required in their original 70 plus 10. Wow, that is interesting. So am I reading this right? So basically, we were going to pay 70 plus 10, and the agent was going to take 10% of that. So now we've actually got him for less than 80 million euros because the agent has basically said, you don't need to pay me the 10% agent commission. So the agent's given up his money to make this deal happen, which is crazy. I'm sure that somewhere down the line, he will get that money back. Maybe Gyökeres is going to say to him, listen, bro, most players get a 10% signing on fee. 70 million, I'm going to get 7. I'll drop 3.5. We'll split it each or whatever. I think he'll be fine. I don't think he's going to go broke and go hungry, But very interesting that it doesn't look like Arsenal have negotiated the price. It looks like the agent has just said, look, I'm his agent. I know Victor's desperate for the move. I've got to get him out of this situation. So I've got to give up some money to get him this move, which is fair enough. A lot of agents wouldn't do that, but ultimately, if he wants to look after Gyökeres throughout his career, sometimes you have to do things like that. So, listen, interesting. And like I said, I just said that in my video. Is this a masterclass, or is this actually that we could have done this deal sooner? I don't know. It looks like we've paid less money. So maybe you can give him some credit. And also, Fabrizio tweeted 5 minutes ago, Mosquera has been clear with Valencia. He wants to join Arsenal. Personal terms are being done. New round of talks next week to get the deal done. It looks like Arsenal are moving and shaking, people. We are trying to get business done before that pre-season tour next weekend. By the looks of it, Gyökeres, Madueke and Mosquera all look like they could be signing for us in the next 7 days before that tour. So, listen, good, but I still need more. I hope I don't sound greedy, but I need to see Eze. I need to see Rodrigo. You know, this team's looking exciting, but if I'm seeing Trossard, Martinelli on the left, I still don't think that's quite enough. Well, we're getting closer to the goosebumps. I can't lie. You know, I can't lie. It's a little bit better. Yeah, I just dropped a pre-recorded video. So if you want to know a few more details, feel free. That's why I was late for this. I had to quickly record a quick video, upload that, get that out, and then come and do this. This kickoff's been delayed, I think, till 10 past, they're now saying. Players are only just walking on the pitch. I'm telling you, man, stop, drop, shut it down, open up shop. Oh, that's how Rough Riders roll. Berta's moving like Rough Riders DMX settings, people. I need to see Eze, I can't lie. I don't think Rodrigo's going to happen. Yeah, I recorded that with Ben Jacobs last night. It was a tough show, by the way, because he was in the hotel in America. Obviously, he's at this game tonight, and his internet was terrible. So we had to keep stopping it and then edit it, and it was tough. And he was saying a lot of things. I was like, Ben, come on, man. Like, Arsenal can pay that money if they want to. But yeah, listen, he's seeing it from a different point of view. I know a lot of people in the comments are like, nah, man, he's waffling, but he's saying it as the information is being given to him. So I have to just respect what he's saying, even if I don't particularly agree with everything he's saying from the Arsenal point of view. But listen, good news, people. Why is my writing like that? Let's change that. Don't forget, people, by the way, today's show is sponsored by the guys at Match Bingo. Big up your damn selves for supporting the channel. Link in the description below. Scan the QR code. You'll get 4 cards. You'll get 1 free. And if you deposit £5, you'll get £10 free. Games like this, I've got a card going today. It'll play for you. You can win £100, £250, all sorts of different things. Get involved. Shout out to Match Bingo. Arsenal have playing bingo in transfer terms, but they've finally, I wouldn't say they've got a full house because we need the left winger, but they've certainly won a little bit of our enthusiasm. As soon as I saw that news about Gyökeres, I was like, you know what? I've got some sort of real enthusiasm for the season now. Big up that guy, D. There's the link. And big up to everyone locked in. Big up Dre says Bomber Clark. We got the Bomber Clark, you know, not the Bomber. But we didn't quite get we're not quite here we go, but it's happening. It's happening. Did you watch the Wimbledon game? Fantastic. I absolutely love tennis, especially Wimbledon. I wanted Alcaraz to win, I'll be honest. But Sinner just got too much power. And Sinner's quite fortunate because, let's be honest, man, he was 2 sets down the other day and the guy retired hurt. He could have been knocked out. However, when you get luck, you have to take advantage of that. And Sinner was the better player. 1 set down. He smoked Alcaraz. So fair play to him. Much deserved champion, to be honest. And a really entertaining game. I enjoyed it. Matt Harris said, Ben video was class, by the way, took emotion out of it. And you know what, Matt? I like that comment because sometimes I have to take emotion out of it. When you're constantly talking about the club that you support, you're emotional, you're angry, you're happy, or, you know, and sometimes that's why when Ben's on, I just kind of chill. And sometimes he says things and I think, I totally don't agree with that. But I just let it go and I'm like, you know what? Let's hear it from the point of view of the media and how they view Arsenal. 3-minute timeout for you letting him call Madueke JJ Okocha, bro. I mean, I brought that up. I said, yo, relax, bro. I don't know about that shout, you know. JJ had clean techers, bro. I thought that was a disrespect on JJ. So good they named him twice. Big up Sam Bond, huge news. Big up C. Big up your damn self, Sam. Pritesh, the best thing about the signing is the celebration. So hope he scores the winner at Old Trafford. Gunnar Carlos, say what you want. Masterclass signing. We in the deck Rice phase before here we go. Yep. Berta got Gyökeres and his agent to pay the difference. Yeah, when I think about it like that, I didn't know that before I did that video. the agent has paid the difference. The agent has basically paid the 5 million euros that we were supposed to give to Sporting Lisbon. So really, you could say that's a Burton masterclass. I can't lie. Darth said 3 a.m. settings, C unit. MJ Jokeres stinker at Old Trafford. We will be there. Guna Carlos new signings, but Waneri looks to be done soon. We need it. And Matty read that. I've read that one. And Richard said I deposited on match bingo. I only managed to get 2 cards for this game. Then he just kept saying something went wrong. Won't let me withdraw. They better sort that out, bro. Hopefully you win. If you win, let me know. Right, the game is underway. Apologies, Chelsea fans, PSG fans. You're here for the Club World Cup final. I'm not going to lie, and I don't want to offend anyone. But if you're not a Chelsea fan, we're all PSG, right? Like, I can't have Chelsea walking around for 4 years with a big gold trophy on the middle of that Chelsea shirt saying champions of the world. They've won enough. I actually think Chelsea are going to cause them problems more than what Real Madrid did, just because of their organisation and hard work. Real Madrid are so lazy. Here come Chelsea on the attack. Ball whipped in. It's collected by Donnarumma. Big up to everyone, man. We are vibing tonight. I'm telling you now. Somebody just bantered me there. Did you go to the Drake concert and sit in the car park? Nah. Do you know what was funny? I got offered tickets last night. For those who don't know, Drake is in the UK at Wireless Festival. He's done all 3 days of the concert with different guests every day. So today he was with Vibes Cartel, Burna Boy, and a few others. This was the day everybody seemed to want to go. The tickets have been sold out for about a week, but last night somebody said, look, got a ticket, you can have it half price. And I was just like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. But from what I hear, a lot of people have had a good time there. It looks so busy down there, though. So party next door. Yeah, there's a lot of people there. Loads. He brought out Lauren Hill. Loads of people. Leon Thomas. There's loads and loads. I think Sench was there. Dave was there. Skepta was there. Loads of artists, man. But yeah, I heard a bit of the Clips album. They're going crazy. I think Travis Scott is dissing Pusha T, which I think he needs to be careful. I like Trav's music, but Pusha's a real rapper. Ooh, not that Trav ain't a real rapper, but Pusha can really, really rap. Is that handball there, João? I tell you what, João Pedro, he looks quite big. Bun that Drizzy pack. Was Kendrick there? Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because Kendrick's on tour in England at the same time as Drake. Kendrick's in Birmingham and Drake's in London. I'm 10 seconds early. How can that even be possible? How is that possible? Am I ahead of... Oh, do you know what? I didn't click the timer when the game actually kicked off. So my apologies, people. My apologies. Yeah, I'm on time. It's on Channel 5 in the UK. I believe it's on the Zone around the world. I think a lot of people expect Chelsea to get rolled over. I don't think it will be the case. I think this will be a hard game for PSG just because of the organisation. I haven't even read out the teams. My apologies. The Jokeres news it sent me. I think one thing what we've realised in terms of music, right, and this might be a really controversial comment. You can say whatever you like, right? Kendrick as a rapper, I love Kendrick as a rapper. He's a rapper's rapper. He's got bars. He's in touch with the community in a bigger way, I would say, and things like that. But if you're talking about a catalogue of music, bro, this Drake run, it's mad. He's done a whole weekend. You know how much songs you've got to have to do 3 days at a festival and you're the dominant... This guy, when I think about it, this guy's been like 15, 20 years in this situation. There's a lot you can say about him as a person and how he acts and things that he's done. I agree. But as a musician, he's way up there. I don't know if we've seen a run like this, to be honest. You know? I don't know if we've seen a run like this. A lot of people love Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Eminem, Jay-Z, Nas. This guy's run is crazy. It is crazy. Daniel says, strip no knees, Gabby of the 9, give it to Glock. I need to see Jokeres wearing that 9, bro. Gabby's got a whole number 37 or something, you know what I mean? Why no more content with Deluded Guna, bro? You know what it is, bro? It's nothing... Oh, Chelsea could be in. Should have rolled it. Good defending it. Yo, why Chelsea hitting PSG on the break? Like, me and DG have done loads of content in the past. There's no issues. We just haven't got around to doing anything on any of our channels for a while. So I'm sure at some stage we'll do something. If you notice with me, people, it might even be something that I have to do more often, is that I don't collab that often on this channel. And it's not for any reason other than I'm just one of these people that, I don't know, I don't like messaging people and trying to organize things, and then if it doesn't happen, you think, oh, and it might actually be something I have to do more of, to be honest, because I know when I watch creators, it's good seeing people collab. So it's probably something I've got to do more often, to be honest, is collab with more people. Chelsea on the attack again here. Gusto whips it in. Yo, PSG are scrambling here, you know. I don't know what's going on. Let me read this. These are important questions. Big Steve said, quick question, Big C. Any advice to help get over some insecurities when they pop up from time to time? Been feeling a bit low these past few days. It's very difficult to advise because different insecurities require different things. I think it's important to be aware of your weaknesses in life. What can you improve on? But also focus on what you're good at and how you can help people. I always say, you've got to try and get yourself in a better situation. Yeah, now that's a great point, by the way, for anybody. I think anybody should be in the gym. Anybody. I don't care if you're 20, 40, 60, be in the gym. Exercise. Make sure you're feeling good. Because I don't care what anyone says, right? Anytime you go to the gym, you never come out of the gym regretting that session. You know how many times I get up in the morning, I'm like, yo, man, do I really want to go gym today? I'm tired. You come out of that gym, you feel great. Energy levels are high. You feel strong. You feel active. The gym it should be a lifestyle. It has to be part of your life. And if you don't go in the gym, go for a walk, go on your bike, exercise, do something. The rest of the advice is difficult for me to give without knowing specifically what you're talking about. But Sweaty Betty said, I swear I have a fear of turning 30. I'm 28 now. The thing you realize with age, right, is you have this feeling, don't you, that when you're getting older, you view an age as a negative. You think, oh my God, I'm turning 30, or I'm turning 40, or I'm turning 20, whatever. You view it in a negative manner. That, oh my God, I'm scared to turn 30. You shouldn't be scared to turn 30. It's just a new chapter. It's a new chapter. You look back on your 20s and go, rah, them 20s and this, that, the other. You know what I'm saying? 30, I'm older than 30. Oh my God, Chelsea could be in. Oh, Palmer should have scored. I thought he scored. They are cooking PSG, by the way. Rolled into Pedro. He flicks it into Palmer. Palmer tries to bend it in the top corner. I thought he scored. It hit the little post thing that's holding the goal up. Wow, what a flick by João Pedro. Wow, if that went in. Chelsea are cooking PSG. Should be 1-0. But nah, embrace age, man. Embrace age. You know, I'm in my 30s. I love my 30s. I love my 30s, honestly, because I don't know if that's the same for everyone else, but you get, I don't know, you feel like you understand things more. You understand yourself more. So you know how to deal with things better. And I grew up in a crazy environment, not in the home, but in terms of the area, where some people didn't make 30. You know what I mean? Some people never made 30. So however old you are, embrace it, man. Cristiano Ronaldo's 40. Look at the way the man's walking around. You know what I mean? LeBron James is 40. Embrace whatever age, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Nah, man, I ain't in my 40s, man. Relax. But we're creeping. I can't lie. We're creeping. Steve said turning 30 was a low point for him. When I turned 40, I felt completely fine. Listen, it changes for everyone. It changes for everyone. Hey, big up Riley and Maverick, Ian, Lou. Big up everyone. He said, Daddy's 61. Big up Ian, man. See, you're as young as you feel, right? Ian's 61. This guy is a madman. He's in the gym. He's doing boxing training. Doing all sorts. You're as young as you feel, right? But the gym, I'm telling you, exercise. I can't give you any better advice than exercise. I can't believe PSG are getting outplayed like this. It's crazy. Did you see Beanie Man Tiny Desk? I did. I love them Tiny Desk performances, man. Banging. Coolio said he's 15. I think Dave is the best rapper. Lyrics is insane. Yeah, Dave, for me, is one of the best artists from England by far. Wes Green said, Curtis, my theory is Arteta keeps buying Chelsea players because winning the FA Cup final in 2020 is the sole reason he's still in the job. He's in debt. Maybe they gave him the win. He said, look, you owe us for life. Every year you buy a player. Curtis, I'm 23. I go gym every day. Helps my... Oh, trust me. Health is the new wealth, bro. Real talk. It is. A lot of people in life, they sacrifice health for other things, for possessions and for money. Now you need money. One thing I will never say to somebody, you need to get money. Like the world, unfortunately, is dictated by money. But you got to always make sure you're not sacrificing yourself for the money, which is what too many people do. You know? Look after yourself. This is why I said little things like that Yucca app. Scan the things you're eating. Because a lot of us, we just grow up and follow the same habits. I eat this food because I ate that food when I was a kid. But is that food actually good for you? So you have to change habits. I was drinking tap water as a kid. Then they say tap water mashes you up. So now I don't drink tap water. Just little things. Peace of... Oh, bro, see, I know I'm going way off topic here. And people are tuning in thinking, I want to know what's going on in the game. Peace of mind, I swear to you, is number one. Having a calm brain and being able to just stay calm. Calmness is one of the best skills you can have in your life. To try and remain calm. It's not easy. Calmness, I swear to you. That there is... We might have to do some different streams if we're having conversations like... I'm wasting my time talking about PSG Chelsea. Calmness, man. I'm telling you now, that is everything. Stay calm. No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with tap water, but you know what I mean? Oh, I thought that was a foul. Chelsea look good, man. No, João Pedro... I swear João Pedro never looked this built when he was at Brighton. Maybe the kit just didn't make him look like that. Therapy with... I didn't expect it to be. I thought we were talking about... I thought we were talking about the game and Jokeres. Big up MCF, that's why I watch you, bro, because of these real moments, different in comparison to the rest of the city. Yeah, man, listen, man, we have to have these conversations. It's not just about football. We all love football, but there's other things around it. You'll get abuse nowadays for promoting health. It's mad. You're right, though, so much. Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. A lot of it stems from the food and drink. They're poisoning us with bad food and bad drink that's full of sugar and full of E numbers. Then they mash you up. Then you end up in hospital. Then you got to pay for medication and healthcare. So it's like a vicious circle, right? So you got to figure out from early, what am I eating? What am I drinking? What am I putting in my body? You know what I'm saying? So you're really a friend from afar to the community. Hey, much appreciated, people. You're all saying bomber, right? Now, you know the kind of day we're having as Arsenal fans, right? Is this a bomber, like a real bomber? Let's see. Is this like a bomber or is this just a little... Let's have a look. Who's the bomber from, people? Who's dropped the bomber? I need to know I'm looking for. Who's the bomber, people? Is it Fabrizio? Is it Ornstein? Ornstein. Right, let's have a look. What's Ornstein saying now? He tweeted like an hour ago. What can he possibly be saying different an hour later? Let's have a look. Ornstein. I'm not even hardly watching this game. I should be. Oh, whoa. Sporting Lisbon have confirmed it. Jesus, this is more than a bomber. This is the bomber clot. Oh, my days. Book the tour tickets. Get me the new shirts. Have Sporting put it on their website or their thingy? Oh, my God. What's going on here? Sporting Lisbon, please. Where's their website? Their Twitter page, Sporting CP. Have they put it? Nah, they haven't put it. So where have they confirmed it? Sporting Lisbon confirm agreement. Maybe it's just through them. Sporting Lisbon confirm agreement in principle reached for Victor Gyökeres to switch to Arsenal. Deal worth 63.5, guaranteed plus 10 in add-ons. 27-year-old Sweden strikers representatives waives the fee to help facilitate the move. Listen, I'm telling you now, this is an absolute masterclass from Andrea Berta. I've been so frustrated, annoyed with everything that's been going on in the past 7 days. 7 days ago, I thought we'd signed him. I've spent the whole week hearing nonsense. 7 days later, Ornstein drops that bomber. He says, what? Fabrizio, you're dominating me like this. Hold that. They've confirmed it. It's done. Now, I want to let everyone know who's just tuned in. As you've heard, we offered 65 plus 15, 80 million euros. We're actually getting him for 73.5 million euros because Berta has got the agent to give up the 10% that he was going to get out of the deal. So effectively, the agent has given up the 5 million euros what we've been haggling over. That was going to go into the agent's pocket. And the agent has said, I'll let it go. I'll let it go to let my client get the deal, which is a masterclass. He's basically said, bro, under no circumstances am I paying that money. You're going to have to pay it. That is incredible. That is incredible. How much is that in GBP? 73.5 million euros. Million euros to pounds is a grand total of 63 million pounds. He's cheaper than Havertz. He's cheaper than Havertz. Berta masterclass. Got the agent to pay the difference. Nah, this guy's serious. This guy, when I see this guy on tour, I say, yo, brother, this is a masterclass. Man costs less than Havertz, most informed striker in Europe. He's pulled off a masterstroke. I need to see that left winger, though. I can't lie. I don't want to sound greedy. I need to see Eze or Rodrigo, or both. Am I being greedy? I need both. Mob ties, man. You know what I mean? Crazy work. So it looks like Sporting Lisbon must have confirmed it to the media. Why am I just not watching this game? It's actually not a bad game. Chelsea are playing really well. Really, really well. Hand of Arsenal has confirmed it. Full agreement reached for the transfer. Everyone's saying it's done. Sporting Lisbon have confirmed the deal and the price. Unbelievable. Berta, what have you done here? What have you done? Oh, here come PSG. Dembele! Oh, what a save that is. Didn't get enough power on it. Good save by Sanchez. Good news for a change. You know what I mean, people? Sorry, that was Doué on his left foot. I wondered why Dembele hit it. So first signing I actually wanted. I mean, I did want us to get Zubimendi, but I can say it's the first signing that has excited me this season. Zubimendi deal didn't even excite me. I was pleased with it, but I wasn't like hyped. I'm hyped. I need to see Eze or Rodrigo. I'll be real. I might need to see both. Oh, the stream's all over the place. We're talking about health, which is always a great thing to discuss. We're talking about the game. We're talking about Yok. To be honest, this is how real I'm going to be. When the news broke, I thought, do I cancel this watch-along and just go live for 2 hours talking about Gyökeres? Because I'm more hyped about that. But then I thought, I've already listed the watch-along. I got to respect the community. We're not just Arsenal fans. There's a lot of fans in the community of other clubs. So I just put out a quick video of the Gyökeres. But to be honest, the way I feel right now, I'm not even bothered about this watch-along. I think what I should have done is gone live, spoke about Gyökeres, and just had this on in the background. Because this is secondary to me right now. But the only thing is, I suppose the Gyökeres deal is not actually completed yet. But then if they're confirming it, it's got to be done. What a signing. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. I think this is an unbelievable deal. I cannot believe we've got him. Cannot believe we've got him. I'm convinced that Jurgen Klopp has made this deal happen. Because if they'd have accepted 70 million euros, this guy would have signed. Sesko would have been at Arsenal. I'll meet you at the Armory 859 credit card. Hey, listen, man, I'm on Supporters Club tomorrow with Turkish. And, you know, they're not too far from the Emirates. So will I be going in the shop at some stage? Possibly. Or do I just order tonight? Next day delivery. Stay in my house. Let them deliver it to me. I don't know. We have options. We have options. We have serious options. But as Ice Cube said, today was a good day, people. Today was a good day. We've been waiting for this. Listen, I don't want to sound greedy. I want to know who's next. I want to know who's next, people. Because I still don't want to see Martinelli or Trossard on the left. Gyökeres making runs and Martinelli's running with his head down. I don't want to see that. I need to see a baller on the left. I don't know what's going on with this game. Somebody down injured. Reece James playing centre mid. I swear down. My organisation for this game has been crazy. I don't even know the team. Sondre said, I'm from Norway. Right now I'm in Spain. Been here since May. He said his girlfriend is Spanish. I haven't been to the gym since May, but been swimming, losing weight, building muscle, great training. Yep. Bro, swimming. Obviously, when I played football, we used to do nutrition once a week. Chelsea could be in. 3 against 3. He's got a pass. What is he doing? Gusto. Cole Palmer. 1-0 to Chelsea. It's just got real cold in here, people. And it's cold Palmer. Oh, my days. Chelsea take the lead. It had to be him. Good finish. Bottom corner. PSG caught out on the break. And Palmer gives Chelsea the lead. Donnarumma's arguing. Wow. I think there was a player down injured. And maybe PSG wanted them to kick the ball out. I'm assuming that's what they're complaining about. But Chelsea don't. Yeah, Hakeem is moaning. They're all moaning. Saying that Chelsea should have kicked the ball out. I've always thought, right, if the rule is the referee has to blow the whistle, well, why do they expect players to kick the ball out? The goal's not going to be disallowed, is it? No. It's a goal. Cole Palmer, 1-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea champions of the world, you know. No, I'm not ready for that. Sanchez kicks the ball. Who got injured? Who are they asking? Mendes. What's got? I don't know what they're complaining about. I don't know what Gusto was doing here. His shot was blocked. Gives it to Palmer. That guy's a baller, man. I don't care what anyone says yet. I mean, he gets a little deflection. You have to wonder why we never tried to sign him when Arteta was a coach at City. Was it people saying it could be offside? Is it offside? That's a great point, Abdo, man, as well, man. We don't want Chelsea. Nah, it can't be the Super Cup. Super Cup is PSG, regardless. The goal counts, not offside, people. 1-0 to Chelsea. Look at the state of this PSG team. You know what? Chelsea will give us all types of chat as well, saying that they beat PSG when we couldn't beat them. Champions of the world, they'll say they've completed all of it. I don't want to hear that noise. PSG look awful. I swear it's this away kit. They don't look motivated. Chelsea have been the better team. Fair play to them. Let me read out these super chats. People keep saying, I've sent you a super chat. You're ignoring it. Listen. The stream is all over the place. Chelsea are beating PSG. Gyökeres bomber to Arsenal. It's all mad, people. We're in a different zone right now. We're in a totally different zone. Chelsea just look well organised and they hit them in transition. I got a feeling this João Pedro might end up being a serious piece of a signing for Chelsea. I don't know what it is, but he looks a different player in the Chelsea kit. Oh, Spurs won Europa. Yeah, so Spurs will play PSG. They'll still lose to him. Let me read out some of these comments and super chats. Over 2,000 of you locked in. If PSG score a shameless Gyökeres celebration, bro, they better score, Aiden, because they're in trouble. Jared, rather PSG win. Good getting Gyökeres, but we need more. Do you know what? Right, and I know I don't want to sound like I'm diminishing the joy. Enjoy this Gyökeres signing for days and weeks, right? But also, we can't allow Arsenal to think we've made a big signing, we've completed our work. No, you haven't. You haven't, bro. We need a serious left winger. I don't want to see Madueke starting left wing and Gyökeres on in the middle, and that's our front three. I'm expecting Eze and Rodrigo, at least one of those two. Jeffrey said, if Chelsea win the Club World Cup, are we the biggest team in London? I don't think that ultimately makes the difference winning this tournament, but they're going to have a lot of talk with the trophies that they've won. There's a water break because of the heat over there, so there's a 5-minute break. Vernon, big up for the super sticker, bro. Appreciate it. Big up Brian Holiday. Said some Arsenal fans are incapable of criticising the club. I have fans trying to justify Arteta 5 years, no trophies, and being Chelsea's dumping ground. You know what I love so much about this Gyökeres signing? It's one of those signings that is going to stop Mikel Arteta from hiding. Because don't get it twisted. If we'd signed Sesko, there's still an argument. He's only 22. He's only just come to England. I know he only scored 12 goals this year, but next year he's going to be amazing. Blah, blah, blah. That would have been the narrative. No, this guy's played in England. I know he hasn't played in the Prem, but he spent multiple years in this country. He speaks the language. He's played against English clubs. There's no excuse. If Gyökeres comes to Arsenal and doesn't bang goals, people are going to ask questions of him. If Madueke doesn't bang, people are going to say, why did you sign him? Zubimendi ain't bossing the game. We know you've wanted him for 2 years. I've always said, give Arteta the players he wants, because I don't want to hear the excuses. And he's getting the players he wants. So, great. No, we're tied. Success or move on. Simple as that. Victor Bloodclartez. Victor Bloodclartez. Well, yeah, we run with that. However we get there, we get there. Big up, Taro. Richard, I still want Berta sacked for Madueke. Ultimately, though, bro, we have to understand that a sporting does any Arsenal fan think that Berta is in total control of Arsenal signings? He's not. He's just not. He's been at the club since, the end of the season. He started working in the background a few months before. There's no way on earth that Berta is telling Arteta, you're not doing that, you're doing this. It's a group decision, and I still think Arteta has the main say in who they're getting. So I don't think Berta's gone, listen, I want Madueke, we're signing him. No. All we heard from Fabrizio was Arteta wants him. He has to negotiate the deal. Berta deserves his own celebration from these signings. Yeah, man, it'd be good if he is on the tour. Maybe not. Maybe he'll be negotiating deals and contracts in England. George said, want to see Waneri and Saliba new contracts, and Saka as well. Big up George Gunnar. Gunnar Carlos, Hercules' his mentality. He actually wants goals. I think Gyökeres is going to be a hero at Arsenal because we know straight away he's turned down Man United. He's turned down Saudi. He's turned down Juventus. He's given up 2 million euros. That kind of desperation to play for Arsenal, I think the fans will love that. We need a player like that. Let's be real. Since Aubameyang, since Ozil, since Alexis Sanchez, we haven't had a player that people just love, that kids want to be like. They want to do the celebration. This hopefully will be that player for us. Ion said, big up C in the community. What happened to your boy? Who's that? What is that? What's it? What does that? I can't even see what that is. What is that? Looks like a horse. Tell me what that is, people. Seriously, I can't even zoom in on that properly. Oh, Palmer could be in again here. Oh, Palmer! Palmer! 2-0 to Chelsea! Oh, my days! Cole Palmer has scored again! St. Kitts' finest! It's getting cold in New York, people. Wow. Oh, my days. They are getting smoked. This is crazy. Chelsea 2, PSG 0. Cole Palmer, that goal was even better than the first one. You see, look at that, people. You see the overlapping run from the right back. It makes you think Palmer's going to pass to him. Cuts inside on his left foot. It's almost the same goal. Bends it into the far bottom corner. What a goal that is. Palmer is a baller. That's a brilliant goal, by the way. Look at the way. Oh my, oh. He makes that look so easy. Cold Palmer, you know, yo. It's weird because, you know, because PSG batter everybody, I kind of want them to lose, but because it's Chelsea, I can't have it. But I think they're going to win. They're smoking them. What a goal. His celebration, by the way, it's just perfect for him, innit? I'm just running around like, yeah, I'm cold, man. I'm cold. No, listen, I do. Did you not see the video? Cole Palmer was on a scooter in Times Square last night with his hood up. Just riding around. People didn't even recognize him. He's mad like that, isn't he? He's a character, man. Chelsea look good. Listen, I want to make this abundantly clear, and I've said this a number of times on this channel. Chelsea are a problem next season. I'm telling you now, I think João Pedro could be one of those signings that you look at the end of the season, you go, he's made a big difference. He's strong. He's got good hold-up play. He works hard. He's technically very gifted, Brazilian. You know, he looks like he can finish. Jackson's hold-up play is rubbish. So he doesn't help Neto and Palmer and whoever they've got in their team. Pedro, all of a sudden, quality touch, good link-up, strong. He's going to improve Palmer and their wide players. Plus, I think Pedro could get 15 goals. Imagine PSG played like this against us, man. But we missed our chances. That was the problem. When you get chances, you got to take them. Martinelli was missing that chance Palmer scored. Trossard was missing that chance. Jerome said we need to be greedy in this window, Big C. 100%, bro. 100%. It's not greedy. It's what we need. You know what I mean? We actually need Eze and a left winger. There's nothing wrong with a fan wanting both. Big C, what's your prediction for Usyk v De Boer? Are you doing a watch-along? Got 5 tickets. It's interesting because I think Usyk's a far better boxer than De Boer. But De Boer troubled him in the last fight, and I think he's a better boxer now than when he fought him the first time, the way he smoked Joshua. I'd still lean slightly towards Usyk because he's so skillful in his head movement. But De Boer's dangerous. Not the smartest guy, but he's a dangerous fighter, man. He'll cause him problems. I would still just lean towards Usyk, man. I just think he's too good a boxer, too skilled. Brown envelopes everywhere, says Arnie. Brown envelopes, you got to do whatever you got to do to get these deals done. Lamar said Edu could never. Nah, Edu, man. Respectfully, former Invincible, but I told my friend who supports Forest, I said, Edu's your problem now. You're going to find out the hard way. Okay, Berta, back to work now. Get Eze, I'm telling you. Berta, yo, big up. Yo, high fives. You and Richard Garlick. Yes, we got him. Berta back in the office. Yeah, but I've just signed Gyökeres. Back in the office. Double time. Ring up Palace. Ring up Real Madrid. I don't know if you guys saw, right, but Rodrigo's on holiday in New York. Some guy recorded a video in Times Square with Rodrigo, and he's like taking a picture, but he's recording on the video afterwards. And he's like, he coming to Arsenal, and Rodrigo just doesn't say anything. Obviously, he can't answer the question. Brian said, this is exactly why don't deal with Chelsea. We bought Havertz. They take the money and buy Palmer. Exactly. Exactly. We could have bought Palmer for less than what we bought Havertz. Nearly half the price. Alfred said, reason Premier League is the best league. I say it all the time. If all the best players only went to 2 teams in the Premier League, wouldn't even be close. I always think the Spanish league, technical football, touch, pass, movement, understanding, that is the best league for that type of football. There's no country in the world that plays that football better than La Liga. I think the Prem is the most competitive and the most demanding, because I think in Spain, when a top club's playing a bottom club, 9 times out of 10, they're going to get smoked. They might beat them heavily as well. Now, in fact, the bottom teams haven't been good in the Prem the last few years, but you know you can go to a team in the bottom 5 away from home and it can be a tough game. You know you can go to a struggling Everton and Decore's running through midfield and Coleman's studying you, and it's a tough day. I think in Spain you don't get that as much. I think the only problem I would say with the Prem is over the years, we don't manage to hang on to the best players, or sometimes we just don't get them. If I said to you, name the best players over the last 10, 15 years, I bet half of them have never played in the Prem. R9, Zidane, the list goes on. Ronaldinho, Neymar, Messi. These guys never touched the Prem. And when we have had a player in the Prem that's at that level, Gareth Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo, Thierry Henry, Suarez, these guys, they go to Spain. Apparently we got another bomber. Same story, but another bomber. Who is it? Ornstein again. No, it's not actually. That's a retweet. Is this Fabrizio? People saying it's Fabrizio. I think they're just recycling the same story over and over again now. But you know what? We don't often make signings like this, so you're damn right. We're going to look at it. Apparently Fabrizio Bomber. If we have to read 4 bombers around the same story, then we're going to do it, people. Is that the same? Let me have a look at this. He still hasn't said here we go. So until Fabrizio's saying here we go, we're still not there where I need them to be. Imagine if he scores a hat-trick in this game, Palm. Fabrizio said the deal between Arsenal and Sporting for Victor Gyökeres is now being sealed tonight. Tonight, people. This ain't even going into tomorrow. With all parties involved. After the agent's decision to reduce his 10% compensation, Arsenal will pay an initial fee of €63.5 million plus 10 million in add-ons being completed. Here we go soon. Hey, keep that notification bell on, people. I can't lie. If that here we go drops tonight, we will be going live at some stage this evening, people. We have to. It would be wrong not to. We'll just talk about the same story for about 2 hours. We'll read every single reporter's story that they put out. Fabrizio, Ornstein, Ben Jacobs will read all of them. We don't get many days like this, people. I want to remind everybody that Gyökeres is costing less money than Kai Havertz. Havertz cost 65. We're getting Gyökeres for 63.5 million. But a masterclass. Big up Richard, he just won £25 on Match Bingo. There you go. Big up Match Bingo, the sponsors. I'll put the QR code back on, actually, at half time so that you guys can scan it. But the link is in the description below. Well done, Richard. Hopefully you can win, get the full house. Vivek, all of you rivals, Chelsea got no chance. Sky Sports propaganda literally shut everyone up. If we win this, we'll have had a better season than everyone bar Liverpool. I'll give you credit, bro. I'm not even hating. I'll say one thing that you might not take in a positive. You had a good run. Let's be honest. Flamengo, Esperance, Benfica, Palmeiras, Fluminense is a kind run to the final. You know, when you think that PSG played Inter Miami, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, they had a much more difficult run. However, one thing I will not take away from Chelsea, they are cooking PSG. This is a PSG that beat Arsenal home and away, that battered Real Madrid, that battered Inter Milan, knocked out Liverpool, knocked out Villa, and you're cooking them in this game. So credit where credit's due. Cole Palmer, bad man. Did Arsenal get the worst Pep protege? Well, Xavi won the... No, I'm telling you now. I swear to you, right? I'm putting it out there from now. João Pedro is going to be one of the signings of the season. What a terrible ball that is from Neto. This João Pedro... Oh, Cavara's just nutmeg Gusto. He fouled him. Yellow card. I'm telling you now, I'm putting it out there from early. João Pedro... I'm going to go one step further. João Pedro start for Brazil in the World Cup up front. I think he's that good. It's not like they've got a good striker anyway. Proper player. I'm telling you now, Chelsea have suffered because they haven't had a striker that can link up with Palmer and them. Jackson, one of them strikers that loses the ball. Pedro, he's seeing that hold-up play. Just pins him, pops it up on his right foot and volleys it with his left. I've never seen PSG struggle as much as this to create chances. I haven't even seen their front three in this game. Is Arsenal the worst? Is Arteta the worst Pep protege? I mean, he's had Ten Hag. Ten Hag's bad, but Ten Hag did win the league in Holland and did win an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup. I'm going to give Arteta this season, man. He's here. He ain't going nowhere. The players are on their way. Nowhere to hide for you, bro. Milan said, been watching you because of my brother. Enjoy your streams, Curtis. Even though I support Chelsea, Palmer is killing PSG. Palmer over Odegaard. Bro, that's standard. I don't think anybody would argue that one. Palmer is... Is Palmer Chelsea's best player? Is he? Caicedo's good. I'd probably go Palmer. I'll go Palmer. But Caicedo, I think, is serious as well. Like, really, really serious. But Palmer's... Yeah, I think Dre said it earlier, he's a maverick. That could be Pep's biggest mistake, Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer starts for Man City right wing right now. He'd be better than any right winger they've got. He let him go for 30 million. That's crazy. But I'm sure Pep can live with it. He's won trebles anyway. Big up to Milan. Richard said... look at the difference between Palmer and Odegaard. Levels. Palmer ain't doing this Beyblade arms going everywhere here. Flicks and snot. Just cold. He's just a simple guy, bro. You hear him talk. He's not flashy. He just handles business, bro. Give him the ball. He's a different player to him, though. But I hear you. Because he's playing in that 10 role. So that Odegaard's got to show up this season. Real Madrid Timor said, PSG is not that physical in midfield. If you bring the game to them, they struggle. We lost because Mbappe and Vinny can't defend. Oh my... Did I not? What did I just say? I tweeted it 5 minutes ago. 3-0 to Chelsea. What did I tell him? Look at him. I swear to you, bro. João Pedro is going to be one of the signings of the season. He's just dinked on a rumour. Nah, they are absolutely destroying PSG. What a goal. I hope I just tweeted that before he scored that. I told you 4 minutes ago, João Pedro could quietly be an unreal signing. I told you. The last 2 games I've watched him, I've said, yo, this guy looks like he's gone up a level already, because sometimes you got to understand, a player is only good as the players that are around him. Palmer assist. Look at Palmer. Oh, look at the weight of that pass. Palmer, mate. You're going into like different levels with this performance. Look at that finish, bro. Scoop like Messi. Oh my days. Palmer, the weight of that pass is ridiculous. You've put it between 2 defenders and the... Nah. I swear down, you guys know there's no love lost between Chelsea and Arsenal. That goal is ridiculous. I swear, Maresca looked like Pep to me for a second then. Nah, that goal is wild. As I said, people, what a player. As I said just before the goal, proper striker. Nah, this is crazy. This is crazy. They are smoking them. They look like they could beat them by more. The thing, and you know what? You're spot on. When you look at PSG, they don't have a lot of power in midfield. You've got to bully them in midfield. Vitinha, Neves and that, they're not the biggest. And Caicedo, as I said, is a beast. He's a small tank who will just hunt you down in midfield. Yeah, listen, you got to be prepared for it. Any of your Chelsea mates, they're going to be on smoke. But you know what? We're getting Gyökeres. I'll deal with it. We'll win it in 4 years. Hopefully, anyway. Cancel the Madueke deal just to banter Chelsea. Send him back. No, I'm joking. We've got to be nice to him now, apparently. Rio Ferdinand's told everyone off. Cope said, big up Curtis and C Unit. Been a while since I was involved in the chat. Never stopped watching. Over the moon with the Glock 9 news, but want to see Eze. Big up Cope. As I said, I don't want Arsenal to run away with this Gyökeres news too much. I love the signing. I'm excited. I'll be hyped about it for a number of streams. I need to see Eze or Rodrigo or somebody like that. I don't want to see Martinelli running around like a headless chicken or Trossard while Gyökeres making great runs. Because the reality is, we're a Saka injury away from having Madueke and Martinelli or Madueke and Trossard. We can't have that. I need to see a proper left winger. MJ said, Arsenal fans talking health, you man need a new team. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, MJ. We disagree a lot, but Arsenal definitely puts a lot of strain on you. But we try and remain calm, you know. Amici said, big up, see, I noticed your reaction when Ben Jacobs spoke about Havertz's continued improvement. If you know, with Ben, man, I let him talk. I let him finish his points. I briefly say something afterwards, you know. He said Havertz is improved. I was like, I don't think he has, Ben. In fact, I think Chelsea bumped us with that deal because if you look at it now, as we're saying, the same summer they sold Havertz for 65, they bought Palmer for 35. Palmer's one of the best players in the Prem. Havertz, I'd sell him right now if we got a decent offer for him. So when he compared Madueke to JJ Okocha, I nearly disconnected my internet. I can't lie, I was about to wrap it up, but we were only halfway through the stream. No, I read that one. Big up Alfred, Vivek, you all laughed at us. You're not laughing now. Bro, you know what? I'm somebody that... Oh, PSG, what are you doing? I'm somebody that can deal with this. There'll be some Arsenal fans devastated by this. I'm not. I look at it like, yo, wake up. Listen, I've seen Chelsea win 2 Champions Leagues, bro. Drogba. Havertz scored the winner. Club World Cup ain't going to send me crazy that they've won it. I've seen you win the big ears twice. They can chat about it. Also, as I've said for a long time, Arsenal spent too long looking down their nose at Chelsea. Oh, we're bigger than Chelsea, bigger this. Chelsea's level of success is huge. 2 Champions Leagues. Club World Cup on the way. We should be using that as a wake-up call. How are we so far ahead of this club and now they're winning these massive tournaments? We can't nick a Carabao Cup. So I'm not... Watch Pedro, I swear to you, look. Everything he's done in this game pretty much he's done right. He'll probably lose the ball now. Look, hold up play, strong. Has he won a free kick? No, but they've kept the ball. Neto on the left, I don't think works. I don't think that works, but Odegaard would have sent both Palmer goals outside the stadium. He'd have probably broke his foot in that ball. Please tell me where to buy Arsenal tickets online. Well, if you join as a Red member, a lot of the time you can get tickets through that, but in fact, not always for the Prem games. Otherwise, you got to go on places like Ticketmaster, but you'll pay way above the odds, Gareth. I know one thing is that the Emirates Cup games at the Emirates are going on general sale, so you don't need a membership for that, and they should be easy to get. I think we're playing Villarreal and was it Seville? Villarreal and Bilbao. So they're easy to get if you want to watch them games. I think they're at the start of August. HR said Chelsea will win the Prem before Arsenal. I mean, I hope not. But they're going to be in the mix this season. I think Chelsea could still do with a goalkeeper and a centre-back if I was looking at Chelsea. Who've they got? Colwill and Chalobah. Don't know whether that's a title-winning centre-back pairing. And I'm not sure about Sanchez, but they're I'm telling you, this João Pedro signing is serious. Serious signing. Whilst we're waiting on Madueke to complete the medical, do you know what, Richard? I've just embraced the Madueke thing now. What can we do about it? Do I jump around going crazy? Let's hope he's good in squad rotation. I don't expect to see that guy starting on a regular basis, but it is what it is now. Jeffrey said, respect to see, come on. Bro, honestly, I'm somebody that I can respect people when they're good. Simple as that. I wanted Alcaraz to win today. He got cooked. I respect Sinner, how well he played. I didn't want Chelsea to win this game. Of course not. But look at that. I've still got that. How are you lot leaving me with 2-0 on the thing? You're 3-0 up. I ain't even changed it. You're 3-0 up against the champions of Europe. Look at the PSG owner. He can't believe it. Vivek said, bro, I didn't agree with signing teenagers, but one thing the directors do right is they accept their mistakes and fix them and building chemistry in this team. I think people have to give Maresca a lot of credit. He doesn't get spoken about a lot. This was an assistant manager like Arteta, and Poch actually finished that season quite well at Chelsea. And when they appointed Maresca, I thought, I don't know about that, you know. I don't know about that. Poch just seems to be getting his act together. And you've brought in the Man City assistant manager, and man's got top 4. Man's won the Conference League. Man's about to win the Club World Cup. He's been at the club 12 months. And I'm telling you now, I think Chelsea will be in amongst the title race next season. Half-time whistle goes, smoked PSG. I haven't seen anybody do that to PSG. Probably the only team that did that to PSG was Villa, but they didn't take their chances. Where Chelsea have. Where Chelsea have, people. We are waiting on this. Here we go from Fabrizio. For Victor Gyökeres. Here we go. There we land. That's what we're waiting for, guys. F London word is blue, said Abhinav. Listen, enjoy your win, man. Gibbertron said, big up C, first ever super chat. Not sure I could continue to follow this club without your information and entertainment. Road to 100k. Big up yourself, Gibbertron. Big up to everybody. Who is supporting the channel. We're on our way to 100k, that's for sure, people. We're well on our way to 100 racks. We're already at 96.3. We're getting good news. Tour starts a week today. Things are happening, man. We're moving. We are moving. Mindful said, saw your video about Gyökeres. That true? If so, good you signed him. Will improve your squad for sure. We Chelsea will definitely challenge next year. Yeah, very true. We are finally getting Gyökeres. We've had a major breakthrough tonight, and he's on the way. The here we go could be this evening, according to Fabrizio. Ricky said Arteta is trauma bonded with Chelsea. Being the captain in that 6-0 drubbing or the Mudryk sale hit him so bad he wants to prove he's better with Chelsea players. He should not be traumatized by Mudryk. We got away with not signing Mudryk. That guy cost £88 million and he's banned and done nothing. Forever Gunner said, wait and see Havertz and Martinelli starting against United. Imagine. I think Gyökeres could be a fantasy football pick for a lot of people next season. MJ, you're going to have to hold a timeout for this. You know, you're a mad part of the community. We respect you as the dysfunctional Man United fan. He's just said, big up Palmer. Never seen Thierry Henry score in one of these. I've seen Henry in World Cup finals and Euros finals and Champions League finals, bro. So you need to hold a 3 minute for that. You know what I mean? You're putting too much pressure on the community, MJ. We've accepted you as that wild Man United fan that says outrageous things, but there's a certain time we're going to have to say that's enough. You can call people out, but Thierry is somebody we don't accept slander. I'm sorry. You're lucky there's only 3 minutes or permanent ban. You know, I wish there was a little 1 hour ban or so. I can't accept that. I really can't, MJ. He's just disappointed because Mbeumo, they're still trying to figure out how to pay for Mbeumo. Man said free MJ. He's only been locked up for 20 seconds. Big him up, though, but that's wild. That's wild. Listen, appreciate everyone locked in. 2,700 of you tuned in right now, whatever you're live for, whether you're live because you want to talk Gyökeres or whether you're live because you want to watch the Chelsea game. Right, getting a lot of messages, but as you can imagine, everyone's hyped. Everyone's hyped. He-Man said I miss his... He-Man, did I? Honestly, you know, this is the thing, right? The super chats are supposed to save by themselves, which stops creators from having to look for them. If it doesn't save, I get angry people. At the moment, StreamYard is causing problems. He-Man, my apologies. It hasn't saved. He-Man, just write a regular comment and I'll read it. I honestly hasn't saved, bro, so my apologies. My apologies, my friend. Sienna said, my dad is a huge fan. Can you say happy birthday to Gary? Big up, Gary, man. Happy birthday. Appreciate your support on the channel. You can't tell me Palmer's not him, said up the Chelsea. He's a baller, man. As I said, man, I'm not a hater. I rate Palmer highly. When people say, like, oh, Palmer or Saka in the England team, I'm like, bro, you've got to put them both in the England team. I don't want to hear which one. You play both of them. You play both. You play Palmer in the 10. You play Saka on the right. You put Jude back in midfield next to Rice. Put him in that Dortmund role that he used to play. Box to box. The biggest myth in football is that people think Jude Bellingham is a 10. Because he had 1 year at Madrid where he scored loads of goals. He's not a 10. He's better running onto things than already being at the top of the pitch. You put Rice and Jude in the 10, both powerful, both energetic, both can get up and down the pitch. You drop Palmer in the 10, give him a free roll. You put Saka on the right. I don't know who you play on the left. England left wingers are not that good at the moment. I don't know who you play on the left. I'm not a big fan of Gordon. And Rashford is not... Well, it depends. He might end up at Barcelona. They're doing these halftime interviews now, which are starting this season, apparently. He-Man, I'm looking for your comment, my friend. My apologies. It just didn't save. Oh, He-Man said the agent will get a brown envelope. Big up that guy, D-Man. I appreciate that. Yeah, listen, he will. Them numbers might not be on the books, but he's going to get a backhand. And I ain't talking about Sinner against Alcaraz. Pritesh said, here we go. No, what? No, what? Is the here we go here, or are you saying it's pending? Don't play with my emotions here. What's going on? Or has Ornstein dropped the here we go? Well, obviously not the here we go. Is the exclusive one, isn't it? With the... Don't play with me here, people. I'm tempted to end this watch-along. I'm tempted to end the watch-along and just go live. Gyökeres celebration. I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. You know what we've been through to get here, people. Lucas Perez, Danny Welbeck, Podolski, even though Podolski had a good left foot. Giroud, decent player, but Jesus started well, but Havertz, Marino up top. Victor along, it is. It is. I don't even care about this game. It's 3-0, it's done. That's all we're here for. Let's be real. I want to see Sporting Lisbon tweet it. Confirm it. Tell us it's over. Come on, Sporting Lisbon. Confirm that it's done. Nah, they haven't tweeted it. But Ornstein said they've confirmed it. Watchalong. What are you saying? Lock the match off. Do you know what it is, people? I'll stay and finish the match because Fabrizio reckons the here we go is on the way. So let's take our time. You know, sometimes people, you got to let it marinate. You just got to let it marinate, people. You know what I mean? Put the seasoning, let it marinate. Let's not rush. Let's not rush, people. It is 3-0 and done. Ornstein just confirmed the deal. Bro, he's written the same tweet about 5 times. I don't know what he's doing. First, he said Arsenal in the process of completing the move. Then he said Sporting Lisbon confirm an agreement. Then he said agreement in principle reached. Like, that to me sounds like you're saying the same thing. You're saying the same thing 3 different times. I don't know if that is Ornstein Bomber. Agreement in principle. I don't want to hear about principle. This ain't a school teacher. I want to hear the deal's done. It's been signed. Fabrizio said the deal could be done tonight. Fabrizio said the deal could be done tonight. I want to see Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal. Here we go. Agreement between the 2 clubs. That's what I want to see. He's retweet farming, man. Trust me, Ornstein wants another 1 million followers so we can charge more for the sponsorship. That's what I want to. I want to see. Here we go. I don't want no in principle. Nah, bond that. I want to hear the deal's done. Hey, talk to me. You lot are laughing. That makes me think you thought you was watching a Fabrizio YouTube channel. That's not bad, you know, I'm telling you. I never practiced that or anything. Yeah, man, I thought that was all right. It wasn't bad. What the hell's going on here? Who's this? Halftime performance. A lot of people don't like the stuff that happens in America at football, but I actually really enjoyed it. When I've been to America for these preseason games, all that stuff that you do in the car park or the parking lot with all the drinks and everything and the music. Then at half time, there's a show, and I like it, man. It's a vibe. It is a vibe. Troops ended the stream. If we get Here We Go, the stream's done. I'm going to be totally honest. We get Here We Go, this stream's over. Straight away. Instantly over. The only thing keeping this going is we're not at Here We Go yet. Look at this. Less than 2 weeks ago, João Pedro was on holiday. He returned home early from his break to join Chelsea straight away in America. He's now scored 3 goals in 139 minutes, including a goal in the final. That's the kind of hunger you need, bro. 60 million. You know, at the time when they signed him, I thought, good player, but should they have gone for an Osimhen? But I think they've gone for him because he's one of those strikers that improves the players around him. He's not necessarily going to rip the goal scoring charts to pieces, but he's going to make Palmer look better. He's going to make Neto look better. He's a proper footballer. Yeah, Here We Go drops. This stream ends straight away. I'm telling you. I'm almost ready to end the stream now, to be honest, but we're here. We'll stay here. We'll remain professional. Pritesh said, here we go. No, we're nearly there. We're ticking time bomb. Richard said, MJ calling out Thierry by using a Chelsea player just shows where United are. That's a good point. You know what I mean? You got Rasmus up top, bro. You man got Rasmus. It's crazy. Yo, the show's going off. Jerry said, can I remind everyone it's Chelsea's second Club World Cup? I know. But this format, I think it's made it a bigger competition, right? Marty said, the winners of this match get to take home a trophy and Trump. Yeah, I'm not sure you'd want Trump. GG's, Palmer is more talented than Saka, but Saka is more consistent. Same with Caicedo versus Rice. I think, yeah, I get your point. I think Palmer, if you put Palmer and Saka in cage football, I feel like Palmer's twisting people up and nutmegging people. He's more of a street baller maverick. Saka is a strong academy type of baller. But they both produce. They both produce. Toro said after this Chelsea warning shot, it can't just be Gyökeres, Noni and Eze. We need on top of that an elite left winger like Rodrigo, Leao or Barcola. I'd be happy with one of them. I'm a big fan of Leao and Rodrigo. I read that Barcola's signing a new contract. TRN said, our internal club and fan think we're London biggest. Pure delusion, falling behind Chelsea decades on off the pitch. G2 Champions League, about to be a world champ winner. Listen, we'll never be nothing, but I think off the pitch, they've been dominating us for a long time. I won't deny that. A lot of Arsenal fans don't like when I say things like that. That's the reality. Fabrizio, no, it's just a retweet. We're waiting. We're waiting. We are waiting, people. And this is a long half-time show as well. So this game's going to finish even later. I'll be honest, man. Listen, I don't get... Listen, when you go to a game in England, you sit there at half-time. Some guy next to you probably goes and gets a pie or something and just sits down and probably moans about the game. Do you know what I'm saying? In America, man, they got stuff going on before they get... You got Coldplay at half-time. Cole Palmer, Coldplay, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, it's like a star. What is it? It's like a sky full of stars. And I say, you don't get that in England, man. You get some old geezer moaning about how we're not top of the league or something, man. I don't mind all this. I'm here for it. I'm here for it, people. Embrace it, man. You know what I mean? But the only thing, it takes too long. It takes too long. You know what I'm saying? It does take a long time. How many shows they had? I've seen about 3 different people on the stage. It's all mad. They know how to do it because all the fireworks, all the entertainment, they know what they're doing, man. Oh, was that Cardi, was it? I thought that was Cardi B. I thought it was Cardi. Yeah, man. This half-time show, the only thing about it takes ages. I just want to get the game over with now. Fabrizio, just drop here we go and we lock this stream off. We lock it off. We're still waiting. You guys will let me know anyway. Cardi B from Team. It was Cardi though, right? Bro, big up MJ though. But you know what, MJ? I get it. Palmer is a United fan. You nah, relax, man. Be respectful, bro. All this Chester tweets Rob Ornstein are just a smokescreen for Leipzig to drop the price. You'll have Cess. Nah, Fane, relax. Richard said, nah, Curtis, hold on. Imagine being 3-0 to Chelsea and Coldplay rock up. Stadiums would get... It's mad still. You'd leave the stadium, bro. If I was in the Emirates, we was 3-0 down to Chelsea and Coldplay comes on, I'm gone. That's me, done. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the stadium. Like, him coming out and singing that song when we're 3-0 down, I'd have to walk out. Doja Cat. Yeah, I don't know who it was, man, but okay, it's Doja. All right, big up. Big up for letting me know. It goes off at them games, man. It goes off, I can't lie. And one thing I do like about American sports is the fans mix. You would never see that in England. We are separated on a match day. Fencers, police, security, you ain't getting near the away fans. In America, they're mixed, they're walking amongst each other, it's all going off. You're right, you know, that's how crazy it is. Fabrizio would probably have the tweet and say, yo, let me hold that until the end of the game. Everyone's watching the game, let me wait. I dropped that at the end of the game. Coldplay and Doja Cat at halftime and Chelsea thrashing PSG. Man said, this is a dream. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. I bet Luis Enrique is going mental. He will not be happy with this. He will not be happy. I bet you any money that Here We Go comes after the game. I bet you. I bet you any money it comes out after the game. He will want full engagement. Full engagement. That's what he will want. He will want full engagement. It's a crazy game. Hurry up and get it over with now. Hurry up and get on with it. Usyk De Bra, Watchalong. Is it Saturday night? I need to know the details of that fight. Is it next Saturday? Dubois against Usyk. And also, is it in Saudi or is it in England? Because I need to know what time that fight is. Yeah, is it Saturday? Is it in Saudi or is it in England? I'm pretty sure I saw it was at Wembley, but I'm not sure. Big up CG said, cheers, Curtis, Liverpool fan from Canada. Big up yourself, bro. Saturday night, Wembley. So it should be, what, 10, half 10 fight, mate? Yeah, I'll probably do a watch along for that. Fabrizio supports Watford. Apparently, yeah, because one of his friends, I think, was involved with Watford. But people always say he's a Chelsea fan. I don't know why. I think because Chelsea signed so many players and he's constantly doing here we goes for Chelsea, people think he's a Chelsea fan. Hey, man, I see you chat, bro. I see you chat, bro. Just calm, brother. Patience is a virtue, my friend. Stay on stream if we get here we go. We'll be reloading a new stream, bro. Lock this off. Big up Liam G. Ricky said, I heard Calvert-Lewin and Vardy refuse to sign for United and wait for a top-half team. You're leaking. Theatre of wet dreams is moving mad. I mean, bro, they were signing Mbeumo about 4 weeks ago. MJ was like, yo, Mbeumo, Cunha and Gyökeres. It's like a sky full of stars. Hey, don't worry, man. Callum Wilson's available. I actually think Callum Wilson might be better than Rasmus Højlund. I'm not even bantering. Calvert-Lewin might be better than Rasmus Højlund. Jamie Vardy might be better than Rasmus Højlund. I'm not even bantering. Rasmus is like, yo, Razzie, that brother is bad, like so bad. So bad. Troop's going back live, apparently. What's he doing? What is he doing? He ended the stream. Now he's starting the stream again. You might as well lock it off, bro. Lock that off. Vardy's a permanent. Curtis is better than Rasmus. I'm telling you now. I score more than Rasmus. Give me a month to get fit. Bro, what's going on here, man? It's like the Super Bowl halftime show. Like half an hour. Oh, Hand of Arsenal. What's Hand of Arsenal saying? Hand of Arsenal. You've had a good summer, I can't lie. What's he saying? What's the latest? Arsenal are a smart club, you know. What KSI is doing the celebration. It's crucial to remain silent last 48 hours while Arsenal covertly worked to close the deal for Gyökeres. The club will always come first. Medical being planned for Victor Gyökeres. Have a good night, Arsenal fans. We'll take that. We will take that, people. We will take that. Sometimes when it goes quiet is when it's... Do you know the way it adds up in my mind? And again, I don't want to come across as cynical. Arsenal announced they're signing Madueke. The fan base start going crazy. The fan base start going crazy. They realise we're going on tour in a week. The feel-good factor is not here right now. Madueke ain't going to do it. You need to sign Gyökeres this weekend. Because right now, people, I can't lie, the Madueke deal... Yo, they're interviewing Donald Trump. What's going on here, people? Trump at halftime. Yo, he said one sentence and locked it off. I don't know what... I'm in a different world here. I don't know what I'm watching. American sport, honestly, it's different. Trump at halftime. What did he even say? I didn't even hear what he said. They're letting off fireworks at halftime. Doja Cat, Coldplay, and Trump. Only in America, guys. Only in America. They need to step their game up in England, man. What are they going to do next year? Real talk. Lock off work tomorrow. Watch comps all day. Bro, I'm telling you now. The day looks slightly different with this Gyökeres deal. Is the second half underway? No, it's not. The players only just coming back out, bro. Trump at half time. I didn't even hear what he said. I don't know what. I think Chelsea could win this by more if they're still hungry. It depends. It depends whether Chelsea are still hungry or they're just going to manage the game. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for the tweet. I actually feel happy now. Dre, brother. A lot of the time, we're not happy as Arsenal fans. We're like, yo, they never sign the players we want. They never do what we want. It's a big signing, but we need more. I don't want to be greedy. I need to see Eze. I need to see Rodrigo. That left-hand side ain't adding up. Let me make sure this timer goes off at the right time. Second half underway. Hope we get here we go soon. I'll lock this game off. Is there any possible way PSG can get back into this game? They're shooting from the halfway line. No, they're not. They're clipping out for a throw-in the corner. I actually used to play for a team that used to kick off like that all the time. This is what you get in the lower leagues, people. You used to say, from kickoff, smash it into the corner, near their corner flag, but make sure it doesn't go out for a goal kick. Make sure it curls out for a throw-in, and then just go into the corner and squeeze them in. It's proper non-league, scrappy football, but... Anfield, Aura said, I like Arsenal, but sorry, Chelsea represent more in Europe. Yeah, that's facts, bro. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. There is no denying that, people. No denying that. What the bomber? We have the bomber, guys. We have the bomber. We deserve it. We deserve it. Arsenal still need Eze. We need something. It's got to be at least Eze or Rodrigo. The thing with Eze, that deal's there to be done. There's a release clause. We don't even know if Rodrigo wants to leave yet. Gyökeres will be under pressure from game one. Yeah, he will. No problem. Big strikers should always be under pressure. Is Nuno Mendes? Come on, man. What is that? It's mad how, like, you watch play. I've been watching Nuno Mendes for about 6 months going, this guy is unbelievable. He can't even cross the ball now. That's an easy cross. PSG need to score early. Football is high pressure. I liked his interview yesterday that he did in L'Equipe. He said he thinks he's one of the best strikers in the world. That's what I need to hear. That's the kind of energy I want to hear. I scored loads of goals. I will go to Arsenal and I will bang goals in. That's the kind of attitude I want from this guy. Got a great celebration. You're a great goal scorer. Kvaratskhelia shoots, spilt by Sanchez, cleared away. Not a great shot. Tierney Storer said, I'm new to watching football. You're already my favourite streamer. Not just because football facts, but you're genuinely nice. I appreciate that, people. It's nice to be nice. Nice to be nice. Elite mentality, yeah. Said I'm one of the best strikers in the world, bro. Cope, what's Cope saying? Russia conflict ban. USA conflict host world. I mean, we know who the powerhouses are in the world, right? Power and, you know, food chains. We know. You know how it goes at the end of the day. Yo, Villarreal Fan TV, I see your email. I'm going to get back to you. We're playing you next month, right? We'll try and do something. You give me a bit of insight into Villarreal and stuff like that. I've still got bad memories of Villarreal. Still haunted by knocking us out of the Europa League. I'm hyped for the welcome to Arsenal video to drop from Arsenal. Oh, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. They're going to rinse this. But we should enjoy it. Xhaka is leaving Leverkusen, going to Neom SC. Who the hell are they? I thought he was going AC Milan, Granit Xhaka. I thought that was already done. My thought process, I'm wondering if Sporting Lisbon will announce it first. Because you find a lot of the time with these clubs who are selling, they will announce it first because they're not happy. So I'm trying to keep an eye on Sporting Lisbon as well. Everyone's thinking Fabrizio and Ornstein. But I wonder if they'll drop it first. We just need it to be certified that it's agreed and done. Is that a Saudi club that Granite's going to? I've never heard of that club. They should have Mob Deep on as the bro. I'm telling you, man, some quiet storm with him just walking. If that announcement video ain't one of the best. I remember how sick the Aubameyang announcement video. I need to see the coldest, darkest video. I don't know what could you do. They should make it like a movie, like you're being hunted down in the woods, and it's dark, and you've been caught, and it's all going wrong, and you get rescued, and he's wearing the mask, and he takes the mask off, and it's Gyökeres. Welcome to Arsenal. I don't know. Does that work for you? It works for me. It's got to be a serious announcement. If some boring announcement, I'll be fuming. Let me do the announcement video, and we'll play Mob Deep in the background. Dun, dun. Quiet Storm in the background. It'd be the best announcement video ever. I'm telling you. Or Dark Knight, yeah, like Batman or something. Do something crazy. Get Steven Spielberg to do the announcement video, man. Now will Arteta be starting Glock 9 over Havertz? He has to. Here come PSG. They've been awful. They can't even pass the ball. HR, are you going to Asia for pre-season? I think I am. It's crazy they're going in a week. I haven't even sorted it out yet, but it doesn't take long to sort out. People always go, oh my God, you're going in a week. You haven't done anything. I'm like, it takes 10 minutes to book a flight. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I'll book it the night before if I have to. Gunnar Carlos, say it, one of the best strikers in the world is a gunner. Damn, that sounds good. Just hope it works. I hope it works. I hope it works. He ain't a crook, son. He's just a shook one. They won't play hip-hop. I remember when Scott said, don't quit your day job. I'm telling you, you'd retweet that. You'd retweet that, man, be honest. I remember when Chelsea signed Lukaku and they played Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself, Jay-Z, and I was like, oh, no. Because they had the rights to it because they both signed to Rock Nation. Oh, my days, Dembele should have scored. Saved by Sanchez, doesn't connect with it properly. These are the games, man, where Ballon d'Ors get decided. And you ain't turned up, bro. That's a good save, but Dembele doesn't hit that well. Big C, have you ever seen an agency leave 10% before? What I will say, people, right, is agents will do what benefits them in the long term, right? So let's put it this way, right? Let's put it this way. Gyökeres currently on 50 grand a week. How much do you think Gyökeres is going to be on at Arsenal? Considering he's going to cost 63.5 million. I would say minimum 150 grand a week, but it could easily be 200 grand a week. Could even be more, right? Also, most players at that level will get a 10% signing on fee, the player. So 63.5 million, that's 6.35 million to Gyökeres, right? You think he's not eating out of that? He's getting something out of that. Maybe Gyökeres says, yo, I'll give you 2 million out of my money. Maybe out of the wages, he gets a little percentage. Arsenal, and you got to remember, sometimes they just don't want to declare it on paper. Arsenal could say to the agent, give up your fee, but we'll give you this off the books. There's all sorts of ways around it, man. This agent ain't going to go hungry. Trust me. This agent's going to eat out of this deal. They may pay him every year of the contract. Say, look, we'll give you 500 grand every year, or we'll give you 750 grand, or a mil. He will get paid out of this deal. Trust me. He will get paid. He knew keeping him at Sporting on 50 grand a week is not better than him coming to Arsenal and picking up 150, 200 grand with a signing on fee. Plus, he's fallen out with the owner. He's fallen out with the owner of Sporting. So now you don't get on with the guy's boss. So they're never going to work on a proper level. So it's a no-brainer for him to give up a few million. The bigger Gyökeres gets as a player, the more money that agent's going to make anyway. How do you become an agent? They're making crazy dough. All you have to do is pass a test. I think as long as you're 18, think the test is about £500. Anybody can be an agent pretty much as long as you can pass that exam. The problem is it's getting players and selling players to make money. I did a little bit of agent work unofficially. So I wasn't qualified, but again, I don't want to get myself in trouble here, but you know, you do deals and brown envelopes, allegedly, right? I'm not confirming this happened, but you realize, no, look at João Pedro. I told you, bullied, twist up, penalty. Oh, he said he dived. Let him off. You realize, oh yeah, great. You're an agent. You got players? No, I ain't got no players. All right, so you ain't making no money, but you're just telling everyone you're a football agent. Don't mean nothing. Said this a long time ago. Don't like to go into detail. Good friend of mine who I've known for a long time. Premier League player. He had no agent at the time. I had a link through an ex-player who was a friend of mine that I could have got him a move to another Premier League club that he would have been happy with. What I wanted to do was, I said to him, I'll do the test. I'll pass the test quickly, £500. I'll be your agent and I'll pay a experienced agent to do the deal, and me and that agent will go 50-50 on the profit. And he was like, bro, you're my boy, but this is my career. I'm in the Prem. I can't just let my brethren be my agent, man. What if you mess things up and blah, blah, blah? I said, bro, I'm going to get an agent to do the deal, and I just get 50% of the profit, but you're going to get the move. So he was thinking about it. You're my boy, you know, I'd love to do it for you, but he could, in the end, he didn't do it. And I respected him for it. I understood. You're talking about millions of pounds. This ain't just something, yo, bring in your brethren and do it. But I said, yo, there's no way the deal can go wrong. And he ended up signing with a big agency. Now, the problem you have with agencies sometimes is they offer you things to go there. So they might offer you money. They might offer you cars. They might offer you... Friend of mine, his little brother, he plays in the academy system at the moment, and he's like a star player, right? Top talent. And his mum, agents are ringing his mum and saying, have you got a car? She's like, no, I ain't got a car. And they're like, we'll buy you a new shape BMW. I can get it delivered to your house in a week. When's the last time you went on holiday? Yeah, I ain't been on holiday for years. Okay, we'll book you business class holiday, you and 4 people to Maldives or wherever. Like, they're trying to bribe her to make her son sign with their agents. So when I'm turning up saying, yo, bring me in, man. He's like, brother, bring you in. These lot are offering me 100 grand. That's the problem. Somebody just said there, I'm an agent, but I have no clients. That's the thing. I've seen loads of people with it in their bio. Trained agent. They don't mean anything. Cole said, I passed the agent test. I have no clients. I'm happy to represent you. I will line you up a contract in Saudi. I swear down, yeah, you know when the Saudi thing all happened, yeah? I was like, I think I could go Saudi and play like Div 2, Div 3. I spoke to people, they say, yo, even the Prem in Saudi is not that great outside of the big clubs over there. So your Al Nassr, your Al Hilal. The bottom clubs are not great. He was like, bro, if you get fit, I reckon you could definitely play second division over there. And they still get a few grand a week. But it's all long. You got to have contacts over there. You got to go on trial. It's long. It is long. But if you're, you know, upcoming player, maybe that's the place to go, man. It's getting bigger over there. It's getting bigger. Man said I'm a driver. I've just got no car. Yeah, tax free, man. That's the draw. That's the draw to go Saudi. You go live there for a couple of years, man. No tax. Fram was an agent. He was an agent, and he was working with big players, man. He had Mason Holgate. You know what I'm saying? But even that situation got a little bit complicated because of other agents. Chelsea could have been in there, didn't quite find Neto. He would have been one-on-one. Need a law degree to be a successful agent. Bro, I tell you, Dre, you need contacts. I don't even think you need a law degree because a lot of these agents, they're not that clever. They need to deal with money. They'll get an accountant involved. They get a lawyer involved. Vitinho, great. Yo, what a save by Sanchez. This is probably the best game I've seen from this Sanchez. I actually don't rate him. It's a great save. Bottom corner, fingertips. What a save. You need contacts, bro. That's the main thing. You need players that are going to be worth a lot of money. You need to find like a young superstar. There's an injury for Chelsea. People saying Sammy Mockbell. Has he dropped a bomber as well? I mean, ultimately, they're all saying the same thing, but we still like it. Arsenal to reach full agreement with Lisbon, 73.5 for the signing of Gyökeres inside 24 hours. Deal now in place. Minor details being resolved. Parties working towards Gyökeres being part of the Asia tour for Arsenal at the end of the week. Jeez. It's a different tour now, isn't it? That is unbelievable, that clearance. Who just cleared that for Chelsea? That's mad. That is crazy. João Pedro. Told you, man. This guy's serious. Enzo Fernandez coming off injured. 30 minutes to go. Andre Santos coming on. Chelsea got so many players. Big up Barbell Warrior. Thank you for the super sticker, bro. Big up yourself. Ras says Gyökeres and Magalhaes doing the Bane. And Batman said, bro, can you imagine when they do that? Surely they're going to do that in a video. Or in a picture. That will be legendary. Bob B, see how simple it is to make us happy? Bro, I say it all the time. We're a reflection of the club. They move proper, we're happy. They move foolish, we criticise them. What do you want us to do? B Dizzle said mask off future would be... Percocet. Marley Percocet. Mask off. Am I tripping? My ex just interviewed Trump on The Zone. Guna Carlos, please. Are you being serious? Guna Carlos. Are you being serious? That's mad. How do you feel? Like, are you regretting or are you happy? It's because we keep... Big up David, man. Big up David locked in. Dre said, remember though, Arteta is still at... Yeah, Arteta. Arteta probably bench him opening day of the season, put Havertz up top. I haven't seen enough of that Santos. When I've seen him, he looks mad silky. I wish we'd tapped into the Brazilian market a bit more. But we ended up with Marquinhos and them, man. Mr. App said, good day, Curtis. Hearing that breakdown is bad mind. Low, good relationship with a club. How about bad blood with your new player? Agent had to get him out. The owner was ready to Ras his next season. What I will say with Arsenal, they took a massive risk. That deal could have messed up. But because it worked, I have to give Bert a credit. No, Palmer's going mad. Spinning. Oh, he's megged him. No, they're making PSG look like Montpellier. I swear down. What's going on here? Palmer's just back heel. Look, now they're having a fight. He's just back heel nutmegged Fabian Ruiz. Now Fabian Ruiz trying to push him. He's fuming. He's taking the mick. He is taking... Yeah, Madwakey still gets a medal. He probably will, actually. He probably will. He's played a part in most of the other games. I bet he wishes he played a part in this game. It's annoying because Fabrizio saying the here we go could be tonight. Mockbell's saying within 24 hours. So maybe we aren't going to get here we go tonight. Maybe we aren't. So it could be here we go tomorrow. But we will see, people. 28 minutes to go. Palmer's class, bro. Always has been. No doubt. Even at City. Look at the goal he scored against us in the Community Shield for City. Baller. PSG, this is the worst performance I've ever seen from them. And you know what? I'm not a hater, people. I give Chelsea credit. Do you know what they've done well? I mean, I saw Reece James playing centre mid. I thought, what? But Reece James has played in the DM role next to Caicedo. He's strong, he's physical. Caicedo's physical. And they've gone and pressed Vitinha and Neves and Fabian Ruiz, and they can't deal with them. Too much aggression. And they bullied them in midfield. You've never seen Vitinha and them man play this bad. Absolutely bullied them off the ball. Enzo in the 10. Palmer's been unreal. João Pedro's been outstanding. Cooked them. Solid at the back. and they've battered them. I don't even think PSG are going to score in this game. I think you need to be a scout before you can be an agent. Party agent scouted him at early teens, took him 4 or 5 others to Spain all by himself. And listen, scouting is a good way of finding players. Man said PSG glimpsed. No, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's why Vitinha failed at Wolves. Maybe. That physical. I always say when English clubs play against teams like PSG, Real Madrid, whoever, the worst thing you can do is make it a European game. And what I mean by that is turn it into a Premier League game. Make it fast, make it physical. Don't allow them to get on the ball and bop. And that's what I think Arsenal have done wrong at times. Chelsea have been physical with PSG, made life difficult for them. They haven't been able to handle it. They just haven't been able to handle it. Vitinha is a great technician. However, physically, he can struggle. Still a quality player. Yeah, he's class. He's class. He is class. Doué is a baller. Quiet today, though, bro. Do you know what? Do you know, it kind of pains me to say this because I think the guy's a bit of a clown, how he acts. But even there, look, he's trying to throw the ball at a player nearly. But Cucurella, people might not want to hear this. He's actually becoming a very decent left back in the Prem. I swear down, I don't see many wingers rip up Cucurella. And I actually didn't think he was very good. But over the last year, he's improved a lot. Doué hasn't done anything against him tonight. Kvaratskhelia actually got past Gusto a few times tonight, but his end product's been poor. Dembele's been awful. He had one chance, didn't take it. It's the best game I've ever seen from Robert Sanchez as well, by the way, and I think he's awful. He wants to keep his spot. Oh, yeah, you're right, man, Alex. This second half's been boring. It's because Chelsea know the game's wrapped up, so they're not forcing it. And PSG are almost playing like they just don't want to concede anymore. He is a wretch, he is. He's one of them players, nobody likes him if he doesn't play for your team because he's disrespectful and he winds people up. But if you're just talking about pure defensive ability, he's a good left back. João Pedro coming off. Yo, I'm going to be serious, man. That's one of the best striker performances from a Premier League club I've seen in ages. I'm not joking. Outside of Isak, Haaland, and our boy Gyökeres, how many strikers in the Prem are absolute quality? I like Mamouche. I think Mamouche could end up being a top striker. Watkins, I've always said, I think he's at the level he's at. I don't think he gets any better. That performance there against Marquinhos and them, man, just pinning them for joke. Baller. Absolute. João Pedro, baller. But you know what? They'll have harder games in the Prem. This is a great performance, by the way, but it's about whether... No, not necessarily he'll have harder games. It's going to be about whether they can produce it consistently, which is what the Prem demands. Is Delap, who just come on for him. Delap, what a save by Donnarumma. Man like Liam Delap, you know, ain't he Rory Delap's son? PSG getting... Have you ever seen PSG get dealt with like this? The man's just come on. Low socks, Grealish. Donnarumma, tipping it wide, full stretch. This is crazy. Gunnar Carlos said, serious, we went to Hofstra Uni in New York, and he said he's engaged. Yeah, big up yourself, Gunnar Carlos. You've been active. Is Pedro doing preseason Jesus? It's a point. I remember going to Orlando, watching Jesus, thinking, oh my God, he looks like a world beater. For 6 months, he looked really good. Then it faded quick. So, yeah, can he do it during the season and be consistent? That's what the question is. We'll pay 100 million for Pedro Neto. He doesn't look great at Chelsea. I think he's better on the right. I reckon Chelsea might be better off. Put Neto on the right, put Palmer in the 10, put Gittins on the left, and then put João Pedro up top. I think that's what they should do. And then play Caicedo and Enzo in the middle. Corner whipped in, punched in the air, shot, goes wide, goal kick. I'm watching it on Channel 5, not on the Zone. Ramos is coming on for PSG. Chelsea are looking at Donnarumma. I don't understand that Donnarumma thing. Apparently his contract's running out. Reece James down injured. Water's also wet, people. He's probably just got cramp. Can he do it in a cold night in Stoke? That is the question. Who came up this season? It was Leeds, Sunderland. Was it Burnley? Burnley's a horrible ground to go to, man. That's a tough place to go in the middle of winter. Water break as well, people. These games, I tell you, it's a good job we're not in a rush. They're long-winded games, man. 5-minute water break. Well, I think they're 2 or 3 minutes. If Reece James could stay fit, he'd be one of the best right backs in the world, but he's just constantly injured. I don't know if he is actually injured. It might just be cramp. It might just be cramp. Sunderland, Burnley and Leeds. Sunderland's a trek as well. I think the atmosphere will be fantastic there. I think Sunderland's atmosphere will be brilliant. Stadium alight. That's kind of old school Premier League heritage. Nah, the Cole Palmer goal looks sick on the referee's camera. That's sick. I like that. Gyökeres save in the summer. People thought I was too harsh when we were going for Sesko, but I'm telling you, he wasn't the one. This is the one. I think Esteval's tweeted cold. Yo, I don't understand why we don't tap into that market a little bit more. I heard something a while back that with England leaving the European Union and Brexit and all that, I heard that it was easier to get South American players to England. But I feel like we don't really tap into that market a lot, do we? We haven't really brought in many young Brazilians. Barcola never seems to really play. Top Gooners really wanted Sesko, says Cello. Yeah, because the mentality of the Top Gooners is if Arteta wants him, they want him. As soon as all the stories came out that Arteta wants Sesko, they wanted Sesko. And now it's Gyökeres. They're like, well, how do I pretend I've always wanted Gyökeres? A lot of these guys wanted Gyökeres over Sesko. They just trying to be super fans. Last Loss said, oh, by the way, Hakimi Doué and Fabian Ruiz off. I think Enrique knows the game's done now. Bringing off big players like that. Ramos, Mayulu, and Zaire Emery. Last Loss said Big C predictions for trophies next season. It's too early. It's too early to predict, bro. Even with Gyökeres, I don't think I can sit here and say we're going to win the title. Something that's worrying me, not worrying me, that's too strong a word, but in a footballing sense, something that's got me thinking. I don't know if you've seen over the past 2 or 3 days, Newcastle are trying to buy Ekatike for like £75 million. If you had Isak up front and you're Newcastle, would you be spending £75 million on a striker? So I just wonder if Isak to Liverpool is still lurking in the background. If you said to me now, what still makes you uncertain of getting the title with Arsenal? Number one, Arteta's tactics, but number two, I'm not totally convinced that midfield is a hit. It might be, but Zubimendi in a new league, Rice box to box, where you're looking for goals and creativity, and Odegaard on the back of his worst season since he's been at Arsenal. So those 3 things need to figure themselves out. And then I need to see a left winger. I need to see a top quality left winger brought in. If Arsenal were to get Rodrigo or someone like that, I'll be like, okay, we got a chance. But that midfield is still a bit of a concern to me, to be honest. But if it clicks, it might be brilliant. Lord Cupid said, I can't lie, Sesko has no numbers, but I swear he's talented. Never denied his talent. Never denied it, bro. I made videos about him. Talented. Talented. 6'5", can shift, can shoot, but he's not ready. It's a project. We don't need a project. Man said Charles Watch just tweeted. Hey, Sir Festus, man. Just chill, bro. We got enough good we could, yeah, Fabrizio and them man are tweeting. We're good, bro. Hey, Richard just won another 25 on Match Bingo. Big up. Shout out to Match Bingo sponsoring this show. Scan the QR code and the link is in the description. Deposit £5, you get £10 free. Richard has won £50 on this stream. Real money, people. Cash. Come on, PSG. Surely you're a mess. You're an absolute mess. Honestly. They're playing like Strasbourg. And it's a free kick. Look, Cucurella milking it. Look. He's just going to fall to the floor. He's horrible. He's absolutely horrible. There's nothing wrong with him. Look at him. When people try and pick him up, he's just falling to the floor. He's horrible, man. He's absolutely... You lot are saying Fab Bomber. Just don't... If it ain't here we go, don't tell... I don't want to know anything. Unless he's saying here we go, I don't want to know nothing. I'm going to check. Stay calm, everyone. I feel like you're winding me up. If it ain't Fab, here we go. I ain't interested in all the little negotiations. No, it's not. It's not, people. Calm down. Bomber. There ain't no bomber. There's nothing there. Nah, there's no here we go. What we got left? 15 minutes. Reece James coming off. Dewsbury Hall coming on. I think Nicholas Jackson's done at Chelsea. I don't rate that guy. I think they've done well upgrading on him. Pedro and Delap. Jackson is poor. Marcel said, I always tell my Arsenal friends, as long as Arteta is at the wheel, I couldn't care less who they sign. That guy is not a winner. We'll truly find out this season, bro. Because if he gets an Eze, a Rodrigo, maybe one of those two, both would be ideal. And a Gyökeres and a Zubamendi and a Madueke and looks like Mosquera's going to happen. He's got nowhere to hide, people. Jackson on his way to United. I saw that link, man. Why the hell would they sign him? But yeah, last loss. In terms of your question, it's kind of too early for me to predict trophies. I couldn't tell you. On Kunku's on, Dewsbury Hall's on. I think we've got to see a little bit more of the transfers first. Gunnar Carlos, do you know why Ornstein is the GOAT? He hasn't tweeted about Sesko since June 2024. He doesn't like loose BS rumours. That's the difference. Only facts with Orn. Yeah, I think when Ornstein drops it, you know it's that time. So sometimes Fabrizio probably beats him to the news because he hears a whisper and goes crazy with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, Ornstein, he's come back with this one. Big up Beresford Productions, man. He said, big up Big C. Got you on in my headphones while watching the England game. What's the England score? I heard the women were battering them. Is it 5 or 4, apparently? Somebody said earlier. I'm sure somebody said it was 5-1. 6-1. England women beat Wales women 6-1. So they qualify in second. France top the group. I don't know who England get in the next round. But they had to win that. So they're through. Would you have taken João Pedro? Somebody asked me before, and somebody was getting on to me earlier on, by the way, like, oh, you know, I asked you about Pedro, you said you didn't want him. I felt like what we needed was a prolific goal scorer. I would have taken Pedro with Gyökeres. I just didn't want him as the main striker. I think Chelsea need a different kind of striker. They can get 20 goals out of Cole Palmer. So they don't necessarily need a 20-goal striker. They need a 15-goal striker who can link up play. And Pedro is that. He would have been good, but I didn't want Pedro at Arsenal. He's been exceptional tonight. RJ Richards, can Odegaard do it on a cold, rainy night in Stoke? My answer would be probably not. Young Gunner, see, isn't it funny? As soon as we're linked with players none of us have watched, big accounts suddenly know everything about them. The switch-up is insane. I don't get it, bro. I've said it so many times on this channel. I say it to every person that has a channel or that does whatever. You don't have to know everything about every player. When we got linked with Mosquera, I said, I've watched him play twice. I've packed him on FIFA. Even in the 2 games that I've watched him, I wasn't watching him. I was watching the game for a different reason. It was when they were playing big clubs and it was on the TV. But some people, oh, I've seen this Mosquera, what an athlete. Okay, so when we signed Fabio Vieira, they'd all watched him. He was the new Bernardo Silva. They've all watched Sesko apparently hundreds of times, so they're watching Bundesliga. Gyökeres, they've basically got a season ticket for Sporting Lisbon. Mosquera, they've watched him hundreds of times. Are they sitting there like Jeff Stelling on a Saturday with 20 screens in their bedroom? You ain't seen half of these players. There's nothing wrong with it. Just because you create content. Delap's in! Delap has, oh, what a save Donnarumma. One-on-one with a goalkeeper. Should have scored. Goes out for a corner. A lot of these content creators, they're afraid to say, yo, I ain't really watched this brother Mosquera. No problem. Why would we be watching Valencia? You probably watched the odd game of Valencia. Let's talk facts, man. Yeah, I said squeens. It's been a long week. Ooh, squeens. It's been a long week, man. I've got a heat stroke. No, I haven't. It's not that hot, to be fair, as it was earlier in the week. But yeah, man. Oh, yeah. He's such a talented player, and we should get him. Okay, so you're a Valencia season ticket holder, yeah? Just say you ain't watched the guy play. You did what we all did. You went on YouTube, watched a compilation for 7 minutes of him tackling people, and he looked really good and powerful. Simple as that. But anyway, Valencia were bottom of the league a lot of last season. Yeah, but apparently he's the new Marcel Desailly, some of the people calling him. It's funny. Richie said, great stream. See, you make being an Arsenal fan somewhat more endurance. G9, right to dream now. I always felt sorry for Jesus, but it's football. His time's up. Oh, fight kicking off. But I like that from Caicedo, you know. Fouled Colwill, Zaire Emery, Caicedo. Yo, smoke. You can't just foul him like that. Come here. And some people don't like that in football. As long as you don't get sent off, I like that. Caicedo said, what? That foul's too blatant. I'm squaring up to you. Oh, saved. PSG could play for 3 days. They wouldn't score. Barcola's on. Barcola is on, but it hasn't made any difference. 9 minutes to go, people. All right, I'll give you my opinion. I don't think that Arteta is brutal enough to take the 9 off Jesus while he's injured, right? Unless, for marketing purposes, Gyökeres and his agent are saying, look, man, this whole number 9 thing, it's my thing. Like, Gyökeres 9, I need the 9 shirt. But I don't think Arteta's got a relationship with Gabriel Jesus from Man City. The man's got an ACL injury. I don't think he's going to take that 9 off him. So I think Gyökeres will wear 10 or 14. They're both available. Does he go 14 for Thierry, or does he just go number 10? So that's my personal opinion. Maybe Jesus is kind enough to say, look, I'm injured. My future's up at Arsenal. I'll step aside, let him take the number 9, and I'll take a different number. It happens. I remember when Cavani gave up the number 7 for Cristiano Ronaldo at United during the season because he knew he needed the number. So we'll see. I think he'll be 10 or 14. I'd like to see him wear the number 9, though. Big up Assassin, man. Love stories like this. Said, hey, Kurt, it's a little update regarding my attempt running all the London Premier League stadiums for charity. Managed to complete 40 miles, roughly 56k. I was able to raise £4,000 for Great Ormond Street Hospital. Feel free to drop your link as well in the comments. Big up Assassin, man. 56k, man. It's a serious run. I remember doing them 5k runs during lockdown, man. I was ready to get home at the end of 5. Never mind 56. Big up Assassin, man. It's all kicking off now. It's getting a bit feisty. Yellow card for João Neves. Glock has given up a lot. Give him the 9, yeah. Cucurella on the floor again. I told you, there's nothing wrong with him. Nothing wrong with that guy at all. Yeah, have you just seen? FC Andorra have just been promoted to La Liga 2. This is their stadium. Look at this stadium. I need to share this picture. Imagine playing in this stadium for a background. Look at this. Look at that. FC Andorra, basically in the mountains. The stadium looks unbelievable. I would love to play in that stadium. That's sick. Oh, they're doing a VAR check. Could be a red card here. Could be a red card. People, why do people keep telling me Fab tweet, man? They ain't tweeted. Fab ain't tweeted nothing. There's no new tweet, or is there? Cucurella. I pulled his hair. You see that? Cucurella started that. Look, he barges him for no reason. Neves says, come here, grab your hair. Look at him rolling around on the floor like he's been shot. He's probably going to get a red card for that. I don't think you can grab someone's hair like that. It's going to be a red card. Yeah, I think João Neves sent off for pulling his hair. I told you, this guy, Cucurella, he's a wind-up merchant. Him and Neves running next to each other. He barges him for no reason. Neves grabs his curly hair and gets sent off. He's rolling around the floor. Listen, man. They're them players, yeah. When they play for your team, you really like them. When they don't play for your team, you really don't like them. You guys didn't even let Paul Madwakey lift the cup. It's a bit mad, isn't it, man? But he's got his move. He wanted the move. He'll probably still get a medal. Michael said, does this make Chelsea the biggest club in London? I'm going to say no, but in Europe, they've done way more than us. Let's put it this way, man. They can certainly have a realistic argument. Aaron said, Big C won this match. Let's talk about Big Glockerez. Well, everyone keeps saying bomber, man. Please, go easy with the bombers. Unless there is a bomber. That's like the word of this transfer window, isn't it? It was even trending. Ornstein bomber. Cucurella dark arts. He's basically just got João Neves sent off for no reason. Man's just jogging next to him. He just shoulder barged him. Pulled his hair. Red card. Football is the game. Football is the game, people. Chelsea won 2 trophies, yeah? Babushka's on me, said you're a hater. Now, I'm going on like more league titles, more FA Cups. But yeah, 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Club World Cups is a problem. Yeah, Siakam was wearing the Arsenal shirt, right? So many of these guys wear Arsenal shirts, don't they? Omri's vibe. It goes a long way in sport, man. I even seen Yanis said the other day he was an Arsenal fan growing up. When he was with I Show Speed, he said Arsenal. He said why? He said Thierry. Assassin said Curtis, a 33-year-old Chris Wood just scored 20 goals in this big scary league. I reckon 30. Listen, we haven't seen a striker score 20 in the league since 2020. If he can start off quickly, who knows? Maybe we could get 30. But my initial aim is, can Gyökeres get 20 league goals? And then if he can get more than that, cool. Chris said, do you think Sporting will take installments? Is this the reason it's not a here we go? However, they're structuring it, they're getting there. I'm sure they're not paying all of it up front. Most clubs don't, but probably they got to pay quite a lot of it. Sure, he scored at least 20. Well, he got 39 league goals last year. See, last Sunday, we got the same vibes. Arsenal advanced today. Big break, but there's still no deal done. They're saying 24 hours done this time. I think we're there. I think Gyökeres gets over 20 league goals if he stays fit. Easily. Easily. He's a bagsman. Saka might have to leave penalties alone as well. Strikers need goals more than wingers. Chelsea got 3 Champions Leagues. 2. 2, bro. I'm glad it ain't 3. We can't deal with a third one. 25 to 30. Let's see, man. Let's see, people. Here come PSG. PSG are all over the... Are you what? How did he miss that? Who is that? Ramos. You're a mot. Oh my days, it's hit his leg. He wasn't even expecting it. PSG have looked absolutely awful this game. Absolutely awful. Do you know the only positive of this performance? Yo, Delap's, it's 2 against 2. Delap, are you going to take him on? Be aggressive. Nah, you've slowed it down too much. Nah, you're done. You're cooked. He looked short of ideas there. He's won a free kick and landed on the ball. Didn't look great there, 1v1. He should have got at him. I think that's how it will be. It will be Pedro starting and Delap comes on at the end. What I was going to say, the one positive of tonight, because listen, it's annoying. Chelsea are going to be saying world champions, gold badge on their shirt. However, at least we've all seen the blueprint of how to beat PSG. At least we've seen that, and we need to see that because they're beating everyone. Fabrizio just put a new video out as well 14 minutes ago. And a message the guy I speak to and see what he says. Great news about Gyökeres. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. What we got left? 5 minutes time added on. I've got a feeling that Sporting Lisbon will announce the deal before anyone else. They'll be annoyed. They think, you know what? We're not giving anyone clout. Let's announce that he's left. But a lot of the time clubs do. They tweeted 21 minutes ago, but they didn't mention Gyökeres. There's no positive from Chelsea winning. Nah, but they're in a final. There was always a chance they were going to win. And they did. And they played brilliant, to be fair. What can we say? We can only control what we're in control of. We had no control over this. If we'd have beat PSG, won the Champions League final, we'd have probably been in this Club World Cup. We might have been playing Chelsea. So Jesus wore 33 in Brazil when he first joined City. Give him that. Give him that. Have you ever tried to get him on a show? Who are we talking about? Fabrizio. Are we talking about Fabrizio? Fabrizio, I approached him once to come on a show. But the amount of money he was asking for, I said, nah. Because what you got to think is, right, you bring Fabrizio on a show. Not going to drop an exclusive on my channel, is it? You know what I mean? He gets paid to tweet. He gets paid for his YouTube videos. Is he going to have inside info and tell me on my channel? He's not going to. He's just going to rinse and repeat everything we know. I'm going to have to pay him plenty of money to come on. I ain't going to get anything out of it unless it gets wild views because it's Fabrizio, which I don't think it will. Sanchez nearly got caught there, but he got away with it. He lost the ball, but no foul. Yeah, AFTV used to have him on. Other people have had him on. He's available. He's got an email address. If you email him, he actually does respond. The first thing he says, this is how much money I want and this is how long the show will be. When he responded, I said, no, you're good, bro. I ain't paying that for you to come on. Here we go would be crazy. The problem is that his price has gone up and up and up. Back in the day, from what I hear, you used to be able to get him on for like $250. But his price has gone up. His profile is so much bigger now. He's charging way more. So, nah. $250, yeah, we could have done that. Just a one video, just to say you've had Fabrizio. Now, this is when he had like, how many followers he got now? He's got millions of followers. 25 million. This is probably when he had like 2-3 million. So, yeah, look, his thing's there. Fabrizio.romano93@gmail.com. Yeah. I was going back and forth, seeing the money. I said, relax yourself, bro. And I said, for that money, you need to drop a here we go on my channel. Do you know what I mean? I said, for that much money, you need to be saying, here we go, as soon as you get on this show. And he ain't doing that. Back in the day, he used to charge like $250 for 15 minutes. But now, it's a lot more than that. So, nah, man. African Giant, I mean, yeah, man, champions of the world. It's crazy. And you've sold us Mad Wakey for 50, but I'm focusing on Jokeres. Big up Snake Eyes. He's gifted 5 memberships to the community. Big up your damn self. Welcome to the 5 new members. We're a minute away from this game being over. Chelsea are no longer our rivals. We just got to ignore them. We sign their players and they're winning more trophies in Europe, which winds me up. I would say that historically, we're bigger than them, right? Fan base, history, heritage. I think in the present moment, with their achievements, there is an argument to say they are overtaking us. And that's painful to say. Like 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues, 2 Club World Cups. We ain't got one of them. Not one. We ain't even got a Europa. So it's difficult, man. It's difficult. Since the Invincibles, they have completely dominated. And we've sat there and watched it happen. So I'm more annoyed with Arsenal. Because you shouldn't let that happen. Chelsea have won it. Game over. Cole Palmer, 2 goals, 1 assist. Chelsea win the Club World Cup. And this one's bigger than the previous ones because them ones before where you go and play 2 or 3 teams and you turn them over easy. This was a full tournament. You know what I mean? This was a full... I thought Palmer was kissing the badge then. I was going to say, bro, aren't you a Boyhood United fan? What's going on? Look, these arguments kicking off. I love it when there's arguments. Seems to be a bit of bad blood between some of them PSG players and Chelsea now. This might be a rivalry. Caicedo, I'm sorry, he is a serious footballer. Serious. I wish we'd have signed him in midfield. Look, it's going off. Look, Donnarumma squaring up. He's gonna get beat up. He's being linked with Chelsea. It's going off. Fight. Come on, this is the best part of the second half. The game's finished. Just scrap now. Donnarumma. And he's got out of here and left them all fighting. Show us. Why is the camera switched off, man? I want to see this. Caicedo is so good. Oi, little pushing João Pedro. Yo, even Luis Enrique's in there. Man's right behind Donnarumma. Like, come on then. Let me see this. Look, Donnarumma. I swear that might even be Luis Enrique's hand. Is that? Yo, it's actually the manager. It's Luis Enrique pushing him. Yo, look, hand round his neck and all sorts. That man went for Donnarumma. They should have gone for the manager. Yo. I love it. You got to be fighting for that. Man can't grab your player around the neck. You can't have that. There'll be a rivalry between these two now. Look, so Maresca's trying to get all the players off. Nah, listen, well done to Chelsea, man. We need to win trophies now. Just stop watching other teams win them. Enrique, yeah, my man grabbed him around the neck and that. Every time we are underdogs, we win. City Bayern, says Milan 90. He's a Chelsea fan. None of you better not post that winners medal, said CFC Ballers. Superior player of the match. You're not allowed to say man of the match anymore. Superior player. Bulos said, greetings from Serbia, watching since lockdown. Glock 9 is done. If we don't win big trophies, Arteta is done. No more excuses. Big love. Big up to you, bro. Appreciate you locked in. And Oak said, we might have won, but you got Nonny. We both win. I don't know about that, but I'm trying to see the positive in it. Anyway. There's no here we go, people. There's no here we go. We're waiting for it. Right, we're going to round up. As I said, if we do get a here we go, we'll go back live, but it may be tomorrow. People, want to say a big thank you for all of you for tuning in. Still 2,500 of you tuned in. It's been a great stream. Chelsea beat PSG, but as an Arsenal fan, let's be real. The hype is because we've got the news that Arsenal have basically pretty much wrapped up the deal for Victor Gyökeres. Should be completed within the next 24 hours. Expected to go on tour next weekend, and that deal is close to being completed. Berta has done well and got it over the line, and also got it for a cheaper price. So great news. If we don't get Here We Go tonight, then I will be live tomorrow and we'll talk about it in more detail. Big up to Chelsea for the win. Listen, you can't hate on them. They deserve to win. They've smashed up PSG 3-0. Sad we're the only club in London with no trophy. That was last season. Let's focus on this season. Hit the like button and subscribe, people, and go back and watch the video that I put out just before this stream. Gyökeres to Arsenal. We're sponsored by Match Bingo. Scan the QR code, link in the description below. Big up to Richard, who won £50 during this game. Big up to everyone, and I'll see you all soon, people. Bless.